So like a lot of you, I'm sure, I appreciate a well-designed book. I love beautiful covers, and I think if I'm going to spend money on a physical copy of a book, then I want to be able to appreciate the outside as well as the inside. Of course, ultimately it doesn't affect the story, but a well-designed cover can affect who reads the story. Not everybody has BookTube, and even those of us that do sometimes still like to wander into a bookshop and pick things off the shelf willy-nilly. And the books that I pick off the shelf are going to be the books that stand out to me, the books that appeal to me aesthetically. And as much as I want to be able to appreciate the story inside, I also want to be able to appreciate the hard work and time that's gone into designing and creating a beautiful cover. So because of this, I've decided to share with you some of my favourite covers and book designs that I own, and I have decided to start with a selection of hardbacks because I adore hardback books, and I think some of the most stunning covers are hardbacks. I did have to narrow down my selection somewhat, so if you enjoy this video I'd be more than happy to do a second installment, and I don't think I would find it too much trouble to find books to pop in that. The first one that comes to hand is this little pocket edition of The Hobbit. This actually comes in a full-size version as well with the same design, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. And this was published by HarperCollins. And it just looks like this. It goes all the way around, which, you know what, these are my favourite kinds of covers. It's green inside, and it's just a really gorgeous matte papered illustration, and these are my favourite kinds of covers. I love illustrated book covers. I love this sort of fantasy scene which you can see as you go around to the back and travel from day to night. We have Smaug here in the sky, and I just think this is a lovely, really beautifully detailed little book, and the big one's gorgeous as well, but I happen to have the little one. Next is a book that I've shown in a few videos before, so I'll just get it out of the way, and that's Angela Carter's Book of Fairytales. This is probably my most loved cover by a very small increment. It's just stunning. This is published by Virago. It's got such a beautiful font. It's got these lovely creepy fairy tale designs and pictures around the side, and I love symmetry on a book cover, and obviously this isn't a mirror image, but I love this idea that it's a border going around the text, and other than that it's pretty plain. It's just continues on to the side there, and the back's got a little frog, but that's just beautiful, and I love it, and I love how clean it is and just how well illustrated it is. Then we have a book full of beautiful pictures, and that is Snow White, and this is just the Grimm brothers story, but it is illustrated by Camille Rose Garcia, and she's also done an edition of Alice in Wonderland in this style, which I have to get my hands on at some point, but I absolutely adore this book. It's absolutely tiny, and you probably buy it, well, I'd say most certainly buy this more for the art than the words, because there are so few words on the inside, what with it just being a very short fairy tale. We have some pages with a good bunch of text, but then other pages which have no text at all essentially, and it's just full of these wonderfully creepy and weird illustrations that are very similar to those on the front. And even underneath the dust jacket, this book, just everything about it, it has these. I'm just like, I could chuck this dust jacket away and it'd still be a beautiful book. I just think it's a really beautiful way to bring an old fairy tale to life again. Love the colours used, and I'm sure this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I'm a big fan. Next one's actually a special edition, Everyman's Library edition. I generally really like the Everyman's Library editions. Generally speaking, publish classics, but they did bring out this gorgeous edition of Philip Pullman's Dark Materials, which is, as you probably know, a children's fantasy series, and includes The Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife, and The Amber Spyglass. It's just gorgeous. Like, that is just beautiful. What do you even say about these books? But they're just gorgeous. And the spine, although it fits in with the rest of the Everyman's classics with the black, white, black, it has something a little bit more different to it with these little stars. Something a little bit more fitting in the actual story. And underneath, if you'd like to know, it has this gorgeous blood red colour hardback. Next, I have a beautiful book or set of books from a company who are famous for their beautiful books, and it is the Folio Society edition of Robert Graves' Greek Myths. It comes in this gorgeous, lovely, sturdy box, and then when they come out, they both look exactly the same. It's just volumes 1 and volumes 2 of the Greek Myths, and when they come out, when they're not upside down, they look like this. And they're the same back to front, But this is an illustration of Leda and the Swan, which is a Greek myth, and this is the swan, who's actually Zeus, and Leda, and yeah, it's just really, really beautiful and very classical and very fitting with the topic that they're on. And last but not least is this gorgeous hardback edition published by Vintage Classics, and it's Emile Zola's Therese Raquin. And this is a gothic novel from the 19th century, which I am yet to read, but I'm very excited to. I only got this year. And isn't it beautiful? It's got something that I really enjoy in a hardback cover, or, well, any beautiful cover, and it's that border design where the text goes in the centre, and this travels all the way around to the back. The blurb is similarly surrounded. It's got just the author's name in red there, but underneath we have a lovely red hardcover once again. Inside it's got a really nice pattern. Anyway, I hope if you enjoy beautiful covers, you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more of these, then I'm more than happy to do them. If you have any particular editions of books that you think are absolutely stunning, then let me know, because I'd love to go and have a wee nosy at them online or in the bookshop, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye guys!